Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're still on the murder investigation as the main quest of Limpy Lubush, and just found out from Riki that we have to find Timmy. And of course we also might do one or another side quest and even more main quests if we come to it. So here already are quest givers. Many quest givers here, alright.
God save you, Henry. Welcome, Henry.
I'll be right back with that.
Hey, Henry's come to see us. Stop that! Hey, fuck, a thief! What in the name? Where are you sticking your fingers?
Well, it's not worth it. Losing all the reputation and stuff because of this fucking side mission. It's even just the activity, not even a real side mission.
Here's your share.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Thomas? Who's he?
That bastard of a foreman at the mill in Adechko, where you got us the job.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
Where'd you find someone willing to buy and not ask too many questions?
It wasn't easy, but then Fritz thought of Andrew.
Andrew?
The innkeeper here. They say all sorts of things about him.
And how did it go with him?
Well, first he didn't seem too keen, but when he saw the ring, he bought it off us. Actually, I'm not surprised. After all, we'll spend all the money on booze here anyway.
Got it for you right here.
What now? What will you do next?
Now that you mention it,
Go with the ale, please.
Out with it then. What have you thought up now?
I can't help myself. It's force of habit. We tried to be good at Sasau.
So good that you punched a novice in the mouth.
Exactly. We broke our backs working in the mill.
While you eyed up the miller's daughter.
And they drove us out. The only worthwhile thing we did recently was give that wastrel a thrashing, take his ring, and sell it to Andrew.
I'm not sure I like where you're going with this.
And where's that? No one in the country gives a damn about the law. And if we knock some thief over the head in the woods, or ambush some wagon with supplies for Sigismund's soldiers, I won't lose any
Here you
sleep
are,
over it.
and good health.
Those swine deserve even worse. But that's what Sahanish is here for, isn't he? What can we do?
Wake up, for Christ's sake! It's war! They skewered your parents, didn't they? They fucking burned down our fucking village, didn't they? Don't you give a damn about that?
Of course I fucking do.
And now there's a herd of swine ransacking Skalitz. Those fuckers are trampling over the ashes of Jeremiah, and Desmond, and Siegfried, and Tristan.
Let's chop those bastards to pieces, one after the other.
I can't let it go, Hal. Even if I have to do it on my own, I'll put the fear of God into those bastards.
We'll strike fear into the fuckers.
I knew we could rely on you, Hal. I knew it.
I was wondering, did we all get equal shares?
No, you got less, but still plenty.
I don't like that. How come I have less?
Because we had to fucking sell it. And don't forget, we didn't have to give you anything at all.
I want more money for that ring.
And why's that?
Because we're really good mates.
Nice try.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I thought Andrew the innkeeper here could help us, but he's nervous. Best ask Fritz. He sorted out selling the ring, and he knows Andrew better.
All right, I'll do that. I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
Well,
One beer for me.
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away. What the hell are you doing? I'll be right back.
Jesus Christ be
God
praised.
save you, Henry.
how's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhoff stud farm. Getting things up and running again without old Smill will be a job and a half. His widow Zora's a fine woman, tough as they come. But, well, she's a woman still.
If I wanted to rob...
I'm not interested.
Greetings.
Here you are, and good health.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I want to get better at fist fighting.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot?
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with that. Agreed. Now listen up.
Why do we need Andrew at all? Without him, there'll be more left for us.
In case you haven't noticed, everybody and his brother goes through this inn. Andrew knows everything that goes on in the county. And we'll have to fence the loot somewhere, and that's no easy matter.
I hear you've got a plan to fleece the local villains.
Be nice, wouldn't it? Otherwise we soon won't have a pot to piss in.
And the innkeeper here could lend a helping hand.
Exactly.
So what's the problem?
He reckons we're not up to it. You should try and talk him into it. You were always good at that. Oh, and tell him I sent you, so he doesn't send you packing.
Do you know how I might set about convincing Andrew?
Ventured money.
That's all.
Aye. Our friendly innkeeper's as greedy as they come.
Fritz sent me. I'd like to talk about...
Ah, you'd like some wine from my cellar? I have it right here, in the back.
How are you, Henry?
That's right. Show me the way.
Gob!
Fritz sent me.
Look, lad, I'm fond of Fritz. I knew his old ma, but Matthew, he's insane. Robbing people.
Only those that deserve it.
And you think his lordship won't mind? Have you any idea the kind of shit you can get into? I don't believe you're up to it.
Why don't you believe us? There's plenty of coin in it, and almost no risk for you.
So, there'd be a share in it for me? Hey,
A handsome one.
we'll see if you're up to it. You'll need a disguise.
What disguise?
Use your head. You can never be sure no one will see you.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to put on some other clothes, or...
Dress up as humans.
What?
It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows they're looting. If someone's robbed by humans, no one will investigate.
That's true. But I'll have to get some human clothes.
A captain's. And 3 sets of them.
What?
On account of the helmets. No one will recognize you with them on.
And where the hell am I supposed to get it?
There's gangs of humans around Skellets. I've got a good idea where to find them from. Passers-by.
I'm supposed to attack a human camp.
A minute ago, you were full of yourself. And now, all of a sudden, you've lost your nerve.
But the whole fucking camp.
Scouts are deserters. Most likely the ones who are trying to skive off or take easy pickings. And even humans have to sleep.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Andrew says I have to get a disguise. A fucking human's clothes and helmet.
What? That's suicide. We don't even have weapons. And even if we did, we can't stand up to real humans.
You're probably right. The more I think about it, the more insane it sounds. Look, I'll go and see if I can sort it out. And meanwhile, you get us some weapons.
Good. But be careful.
Is there anything I can do for you?
As it happens, there is. Drahomira, a widow from Ledechko, requested my services. But it's a long way on foot, and me with my back in such dreadful pain. I simply can't face the journey.
All the way from Ledechko? What, they don't have a herbalist there?
They do, but she didn't want a local. She's a rich widow, inherited a butcher shop. You know how folks like to gossip, especially about anyone who's better off than them. Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Exorcisms?
You know, banishing ghosts, smudging, spells.
A haunted butcher shop? More than a day's work for me.
It's not a task to be undertaken lightly. This is a real ghost, the spirit of a dead man who hasn't found peace. In order to banish him from the world of the living, you'll need to do a few things.
Slit a black cock's neck on the poor soul's grave?
What a despicable thought! No. Do you know what smudging is? You'll need 10 poppies and some flowers from the deceased grave. Once you have all that, bring it to the house that's being haunted. Light it on fire, and the smoke will purge the place of any unwanted spirits.
Sounds like fun. I'll help you.
It's no game. It's a very serious matter. Drahomira was terrified, and these aren't forces to be meddled with lightly.
Fine. Is there anything else I should know?
That's a question for Drahomira. You'll find her in her cottage on the very edge of Ledechko.
The herbalist Kunhuta sent me. I'm here because of the ghost.
You don't look like you know a thing about ghosts. Why didn't she come herself? Why did she send someone so young instead? Do you know anything at all about exorcisms?
Listen, you want to get rid of a ghost, don't you? If the answer is yes, then stop talking.
Fine, fine. I didn't think I was talking that much.
What exactly has been going on?
It happens at night. Every night now an apparition comes to me and I can't get a wink of sleep. I can't take it anymore.
Whose ghost is it?
His name was Alois and he had a farm not far from Ledechko. A few years ago, his farmhouse burned down with him in it.
I've heard that people who die such horrible deaths seldom rest in peace. Why do you think he chose you of all people?
How am I supposed to know? Maybe because we're neighbours. We grew up together as children.
I suppose that makes sense. Where is Alois buried? For the exorcism, I'll need flowers from his grave.
He's laid to rest in the Sasau cemetery by the wall. His grave is a bit overgrown with vines. I've been there a few times for a visit. The first day he appeared, I prayed at his grave, but he came again just the same.
I know everything I need to know.
Then for God's sake, perform the ritual as soon as possible. God bless.
Good health to you.
One of your hands told me you're holding a human captive.
You've heard correctly. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the Cumans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz, then?
I am.
Very well, then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
All right. I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you want to help, you can. A little down the river is a mill. The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice. You could go there and find out if he knows any more than curses.
All right. I can handle it.
Thanks.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come to ask about that Cuman.
Ask away.
Interesting.
So, have you found the vagrant?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
All right, but hurry. I'd like to...
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. I could do with a bite to eat.
Ah, I heard you know how to speak Hungarian. But are you fluent?
Ah, I'll speak it well enough. But why are you interested, brother?
Where did you learn Hungarian?
In the university in Vienna. I studied there diligently until all my coin was spent. So I'm travelling back to my home, Prague, to the mother of all cities, brother.
I might have a job for you.
A job? And I was hoping you were coming with an invitation to a drink, or a message from my mistress.
Your mistress sends word for you to get off that idle arse of yours and come with me.
Ha! I don't have a mistress anymore. But what about that drink? Do they have wine where you're headed?
Maybe watery beer. But if I know your kind, you'll be happy enough to drink that.
Oh, God's truth, brother. So what's it all about, then?
I need someone to question a Cuman. I can see you're not tongue-tied and you know Hungarian, so it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Lord almighty, a Cuman? But what does it matter? My employers here want to send me back on the road come the end of the week. How much are you paying?
Well, how about doing it out of the goodness of your Christian heart?
You know, I have this feeling that we're made of the same stuff, you and I. And as the saying goes, pestis imasitia pecuniae cupiditas. Desire for money is the ruin of friendship.
I'm glad we understand each other.
And where do you have this Cuman of yours?
Have you heard of the mill in Bujin?
Of course. I've won at dice against the band that works there more than once.
Good. Then we'll meet each other there.
Excellent. I'll just take some things and be on my way.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
God be with you.
I feel quite hungry. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
What are you doing, you murderer?
What on earth are you talking about?
I saw you robbing the corpse.
I was finding out what happened here, so I could report it.
All right. All right. I suppose you're not the guilty one after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. And what exactly were you doing here, anyway?
What are you getting at?
I could drag you off to Rattay myself and let the bailiff decide.
All right, then. I did it. I didn't want to kill her. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. Then she pulled a knife on me. I took it off her. And this is how it ended. You don't have to tell anyone, you know. And you won't regret it.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Short break.
Is something the matter?
I feel quite hungry.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm a digger.
God be with you.
I have a bone for you from the remains of St. Procopius.
Truly? Then show it to me.
Behold.
Ah. Is it really from St. Procopius?
Of course. I'd never try to deceive you that way.
You're right. My God, you're right. Such holiness. I'm in your debt, Henry. How can I repay you?
Groschen never hurt.
You've surely earned them. Here, and Henry.
Yes?
I just wanted to touch it for luck. If you took something you shouldn't have, I expect you'll put it back.
Jesus, look where you're going.
I'm back with the incense. Can we begin?
Good. Let's go to the cross in the bedroom. Well, what are you waiting for?
I feel a bit out of my depth. This is my first time.
Now you tell me. Well, get started. You've got the flowers, so it has to work.
Well, here goes. Pater noster quiest incarnis sanctificator omen tuum.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
Shh! I mustn't be interrupted. In nominate parties et filiis et spirits etc. Ave Maria gratia plenti dominatrix tecum. Glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. O Lord, may he rest in eternal peace, and may eternal light guide his way. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please God, I can finally sleep in peace at night. Come by tomorrow to see if it worked. Be a bit more careful.
God be with you, Henry.
Did the incense burning work?
You've come too early. It's not even night yet. And you always come...
Good day, Henry.
We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost starting to get bored.
So, let's begin. Tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Yolfidia, Vanashaya de Manakvesha.
Huh?
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Ovashuvad stoktat atsutsa. Utsalot gottál.
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette, tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szocse.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him if he carries on being stubborn, I'm going to lose my patience.
Now, mon, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a gecit, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha. Már gazdem elteni.
Akkor jó, hogy értik egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagy várossal szemben a folyónál.
Radiragondos?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. Ha a város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatömb.
És abban van?
Igen.
So? Is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him that if he doesn't say anything in the next few moments, I'll cut his throat right here and now.
És hova küldni?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani. Így oda kell őt vinnem.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take you there, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
Mit akartok már megint? Miért nem hagysz nyugodtan megdögleni? Te érzéketlen szentság, miért?
God be with you.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your...
I have something to ask about the interrogation.
Tell me, brother.
Whatever he said took a lot longer than your translation. Did you really tell me everything?
Well, you know, they have a different manner of speaking in Hungary. Some things can't be translated so easily. There are a few hard nuts for us translators to crack there.
So you didn't translate everything?
Not verbatim. But look, I don't know why you're making a fuss about it. It's simple. He's gonna take you there, and the money's yours.
It's just I'm sure I heard him say something about Ratai.
Well, you must have misheard. He didn't mention that place. He speaks a strange dialect. That's the trouble.
A fucking dialect? I've had enough of this. I'm taking the Cuman to Ratai, and we'll see what he has to say when he's on the rack. They'll have a translator who knows what he's doing. And if I find out you've betrayed me, you'll be very sorry.
Fine, fine. Just keep calm. I didn't tell you everything. You're right.
So what did he say? I'm listening.
He described the place where he says the money is hidden, in exchange for me promising that I'd talk to you into letting him guide you there.
Where does he want to take me?
I have no idea, but it's probably not anywhere you want to be.
Where's the money then?
Well, across the river from Rattay, there's a hill. And when you're standing on that hill, looking at the town, there's a road next to you. On that road, there's a crossroads by a burnt tree. From there, a small path leads to the water. Then, by the water, on the right, he says, there's a hollowed out stump. And that's where you'll find it.
Well now, it looks like we're through here. Get lost.
I'm already on my way, and everything is fine now, is it not, brother?
You better hope it's there, or I'm going to come looking for you.
Don't worry. I'm not so foolish as to lie to you twice, am I?
I should hope not.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
We went to interrogate that Cuman.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary miller's instinct for you.
That vagrant of yours is a piece of work.
How's that?
To trick us. He made a deal with the Cuman. His plan was to talk me into letting that bastard lead me on a wild goose chase, while he got the treasure.
Is that so? That sly fox. But you didn't fall for it, so the plan doesn't change. Go with him. Get the money and bring it back here.
And what to do with the Cuman afterwards?
Once you got the coin, you can do what you like with that heathen.
All right. Well, what do I get out of it?
I'll let you have half. That's fair, isn't it?
Aye, fair enough. I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand. If I find out you've cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
Hey! Hey, who's there?
Hey!
Mit akartok már megint? Gyáva nyulak!
Nice try, but I'm not stupid.
Na mi van? Megyünk?
But still, I don't intend to wander around the forest all day. Show me where it really is. And no trickery. Got that?
Huh?
God, for fuck's sake, get on with it. Don't you dare try anything.
Hol a faszba is volt? Persze, persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Persze, persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Persze, persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Már mehetek? Elveszed vagy sem? Money, here. Már mehetek? Igen?
I have what I wanted. Now we're going to Ratai, my friend.
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I'm here about the cumin.
Ah, so it was you who brought him. I suppose you've come for your reward.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, I'll tell you that. That is the first cumin anyone's ever brought in alive. Then again, those devils don't deserve any mercy. Anyway, here's the reward for your service.
Thanks. Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Don't even talk to me.
What kind of...
Young...
What's life like?
This is...
How did the...
I...
God be with you.
Will you teach me how to pickpocket better?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Since it's you...
You won't convince me with that. Agreed. Now listen up.
I hear you're able to open locks.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right.
Isn't that quite a lot? Since it's you...
You're a right pinch purse.
What about this?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Agreed. Now listen up.
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
It's a pity you only managed to get one of them a job.
The whole business wasn't worth a damn, and I'm sorry I got involved in it at all.
Antonia got the job, but it was in vain. Her husband died, and Vincent... It didn't end well for him either. When are things ever going to take a better turn for us Skalitz people?
I'm sorry it ended like that.
What can you do if God doesn't will it?
So, did it work? Is your home free of the ghost?
Oh, you're here, are you? You're lucky I didn't have to get you myself. No, it didn't work. The spirit came just the same as before, and I didn't sleep a wink.
So you're saying I won't get my reward?
You get paid for results, my dear, and I haven't seen any yet. At least now I know that old wives' law doesn't help. Go and see Apothecary Coniash in Ratai. I hear he's familiar with all manner of magic.
Have you tried drinking a poppy decoction? I could prepare one for you.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried that? Well, I have, and it doesn't work.
Fine. I'll go and see the apothecary. Hopefully we'll come up with something that works. Back.
So I see. Well, have you got it?
I have. There was a small fortune stashed away there.
Well, well. So, give me my half and we can each go on our merry way.
Here you are.
Splendid! It's been a pleasure working with you.
My respects to you.
In the pause menu it said that you can sell stolen goods to millers, but today we talked to 3 millers and none of them had a trade option, so no. I meant the loading screen of the pause menu.
Good day, Henry.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
The wrestler's dead? I might know a bit about that. It depends who wants to know. I wouldn't want to be accused of heresy.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine, you're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales. I truly believe it's a science. So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave?
Yes, exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Now that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
I've no idea what that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book. A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice. When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Fine. I'll bring the book.
You'll find it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in. Truth be told, I don't know of anyone who is able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
I'm glad to see you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
How are you, Henry?
What about this?
You're a right pinch purse.
What about this?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement. Just my luck to get stuck here with them. Being well promising.
I've got those herbs you wanted.
Let me see if you have everything. Excellent, you have all the plants. I'll take those from you. And what of the book? Did you remember to bring it?
I certainly did. Here it is.
Thank you for everything. I'll set someone the task of scraping away the old ink and making the herbarium.
It was my pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm going off now. Maybe until tomorrow then.